Alright, let's dive right into the world of supply chains. Picture this, you're in the heart of the holiday season, online orders are soaring, and you've just clicked purchase on that perfect gift for a special someone. But suddenly, there's a snag. The delivery that was supposed to take 2 days now takes 2 weeks or even more. Frustrating, right? Well, you're not alone in this. This scenario is more common than you might think. In fact, it's a widespread issue, and believe it or not, it's not all because of shipping carriers. The real culprit? A gap in supply chain management skills. Yes, you heard that right. In an era of rapid technological advancements and an evolving global economy, supply chains have become more complex than ever. The people behind these chains need a wide array of skills to keep things running smoothly, but often they lack critical competencies. That's where things start to break down, causing delays, cost overruns, and lost opportunity. So in this video, we'll be diving deep into this skills gap in supply chain management. We're going to pull back the curtain on what these skills are, why they're in such short supply, and most importantly, how you, whether as an individual or a business, can bridge this gap. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an insightful journey to make your supply chain stronger, smarter, and more efficient. As we embark on this journey, let's first clarify what we mean by a skills gap. Simply put, a skills gap is when the skills required for a job don't align with the skills that employees in that field currently have. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. Now, you might be wondering, why is there a skills gap in supply chain management? Well, it's a bit like a perfect storm. On one hand, we have generational shifts with experienced workers retiring, taking their years of learned expertise with them. On the other hand, new entrants into the workforce may lack some of the real-world experiences that build these skills. But it's not just a matter of experience. The world of supply chain management isn't what it used to be. Technology has entered the arena in a big way. We're now in a world of AI, big data, IoT, and blockchain, which are all revolutionizing the field. This rapid evolution of technology means the skills required are changing faster than ever. And don't just take our word for it. A recent report by global staffing firm Manpower Group revealed that 77% of organizations struggle to find candidates with the skills they need. Another report by DHL estimates that the demand for supply chain professionals exceeds supply by a ratio of 6 to 1. Pretty staggering, right? This isn't a small hiccup. It's a giant chasm that needs to be addressed. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, understanding the problem is the first step towards solving it. So now that we've grasped the magnitude of the skills gap, let's explore what skills we're talking about and how we can bridge this gap. Alright, it's time to demystify the skills we've been talking about. What are these elusive abilities that are in such high demand but short supply? First up, we have strategic thinking. No, it's not about becoming the next chess grandmaster. Strategic thinking in supply chain management means being able to see the bigger picture, anticipate future trends, and plan accordingly. It's about answering questions like, how will climate change affect our suppliers? What if a political conflict disrupts our logistics? It's this forward-thinking mindset that can keep a supply chain nimble and robust. Then comes tech savviness. As we mentioned earlier, technology is a game changer in today's supply chains, but these tools are only as good as the people using them. So, having a solid understanding of technologies like AI for predictive analysis, big data for decision-making, or IoT for real-time tracking is essential. Just imagine being able to anticipate delays before they happen, make decisions based on data from thousands of transactions, or track products right from the factory to the customer's doorstep. That's the power of technology in your hands. Risk management is another critical skill. In a global supply chain, there are countless risks, from natural disasters to cyber attack. Being able to identify, assess, and mitigate these risks is key to maintaining a reliable supply chain. It's the difference between being caught off guard by a problem and having a plan B ready to roll. Finally, let's not forget about communication. You might be thinking, wait, I thought we were talking about supply chain skills, not social skills? Well, surprise. Effective communication is vital in managing relationships with suppliers, customers, and even within your own team. It's the glue that holds the entire supply chain together. So these are just a few of the key skills that are shaping the future of supply chain management. But having these skills listed on a resume is one thing, and actually honing and applying them is another. Let's delve into some strategies on how you can bridge this skills gap up next. Great. Now that we know which skills are in high demand, the question is, how can we get there? How can we bridge this skills gap? Luckily, there are a myriad of ways to acquire these skills and keep your supply chain running smoothly. Let's start with education. While traditional university degrees provide a solid foundation, there's also a wealth of specialized training courses out there. From certifications in risk management to courses in supply chain analytics, there's something for every facet of supply chain management. But wait, before you get overwhelmed by the thought of going back to school, let's talk about online courses. These gems are flexible, often more affordable, and cover a wide range of topics. Websites like Coursera, edX, or even LinkedIn Learning offer courses in everything from strategic thinking to the latest in supply chain technology. Apart from formal education, don't underestimate the power of self-improvement. Keeping abreast of industry trends, subscribing to relevant news feeds, joining professional networks, these are all ways to stay in the loop. Remember, the supply chain industry is ever evolving, so staying informed is a skill in itself. Practice also makes perfect. Start applying strategic thinking in your daily tasks. Confronted with a problem, don't just look for a quick fix. Consider its impact on the entire supply chain and look for long-term solutions. There's also the saying, learning by doing. Hands-on experience in new technology, for instance, can be invaluable. So, if your company is implementing a new AI system, volunteer to be part of the project. If that's not an option, there are many online platforms where you can get your hands dirty with virtual projects. Bridging the skills gap might seem like a daunting task, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. With the right resources and a commitment to continuous learning, you can build the skills that make you a supply chain superstar. But before we wrap up, there's another trend on the horizon that we need to talk about: skills-based hiring. It's changing the game, and here's why. In a nutshell, skills-based hiring is when companies prioritize a candidate's skills over their formal qualifications. It's like choosing a chef based on their ability to cook a mouth-watering meal rather than where they went to culinary school. This trend is gaining traction, and for good reason. It's a direct response to the skills gap we've been talking about. Rather than focusing on degrees and diplomas, companies are now looking for people who have the skills they need right here, right now. But what does this mean for you as a supply chain professional? It's an opportunity. It means focusing on developing and showcasing your skills. Make sure your CV, LinkedIn profile, and even your cover letter highlight the key skills we discussed earlier. Got a certification in risk management? Highlight it. Volunteered on a project implementing AI in your company? Showcase it. Essentially, you want to make it easy for potential employers to see you've got the skills they need. And for businesses, it's time to reevaluate your hiring process. Are your job descriptions focused on degrees and years of experience, or the skills needed to get the job done? Are you using skills assessments as part of your recruitment process? By focusing on skills rather than credentials, businesses can tap into a wider talent pool. This includes people who may have learned their skills through non-traditional routes, like online courses or hands-on experience. It's a win-win situation. Businesses find the talent they need, and more people get the opportunity to showcase their skills. So, whether you're an individual looking to bridge your skills gap or a business trying to tackle the issue on a larger scale, the rise of skills-based hiring is an exciting trend that opens up new possibilities. As we navigate the changing landscape of supply chain management, embracing these new trends and opportunities is the way forward. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey. But remember, every ending is just a new beginning. Let's continue to learn, evolve, and bridge the gap together.